My brothers and sisters in Christ, in today's gospel, we hear the impetuousness of James and John, the sons of thunder, as the village rejects Jesus and they ask God, should we call down fire from heaven to consume them? Said differently, should we not make those heretics pay? Show them who's boss, Jesus. And these words, which we hear Jesus rebukes them for this. Jesus' response to his rejection is to move on to the next town. And so often we are tempted to this day, whether in matters of Christians versus a hostile world, or even within the church itself, with people that think differently from us and the rest, we are so quick to want to call down the thunder on them. And yet, the example of Christ is one, as I preached this past Sunday, and God, his justice and mercy are reconciled with each other. We like the justice part for others, and we like the mercy part for ourselves, and yet the two cannot contradict. How do his justice and mercy come together? And that if justice is giving each their due, in the traditional definition of it, God gives the due and more than in his mercy. In fact, each of us deserves to have the fire called down from heaven on us. We are sinners. We deserve our comeuppance. And yet God does not desire our death. He desires to give every chance for us to turn away from our path leading to ruin. And so should be our heart for one another. In the end, sometimes it can feel like that there's never any consequence for going against God in this life, and that's an illusion. The fact is that God is patient and gives us a really long rope. But at the end, there is ultimately a consequence. Soul fills up with the souls of those who die unrepentantly. But this is not because God desires to punish the sinner. It is because some, sadly, will go to their last breath pridefully denying the Lord. But he wants to give you and I every chance. Think of all the times someone else may have wished that the thunder would be called down on us. Think of your lowest moment. Think of your biggest regret, the worst sin you've ever committed. How thankful are we that God in his mercy did not call down the fire from heaven to consume us, but instead in his mercy gives us opportunity after opportunity. We as Christian disciples are called to go forth to share the good news, that as the psalmist says today, God is with us. This is good news. This is not wrathful news. That does not mean there is no teeth. As I said, justice will be fulfilled in time, but our job is not to hasten the fulfillment of that justice, but instead to hope and to pray, even for those who oppose us, to pray for them, to pray that all might be converted, that all might turn back to God. And so, indeed, today, we give thanks for his great mercy, and we ask for the patience to treat others with the same mercy which we have received. May God bless you.